Hello and welcome
5 seconds
to
remaining.
Pointer presents Random Team Game. I am Nuff, and once more I'm joined here today by Iggy.
Radiant
Hello!
Team Ben.
Hello, and today we are watching Never Go Full Tryhard versus Terrific. And interestingly, Alliance tag that they didn't earn, Jacko, was playing for Ratsportz yesterday. And we're watching him
10
again
seconds
today.
remaining.
Multi-clanning. The cheeky bastard.
I know. It's,
5
I mean,
seconds
they're actually in
remaining.
about 7 or 8 clans, so you know.
Dire Team Ben.
Anyway, both teams, Terrific have 4 games played, a single win out of those, and Never Go Full Tryhard have 2 games played. So,
Any wins?
yeah, one of them. It's interesting to note that the team called Never Go Full Tryhard won
10
their
seconds
draft
remaining.
with a Puck, a Juggernaut, a Chen, a Lone Druid, and a Rubik. So
5
pretty
seconds
tryhard.
remaining.
What a juggernaut.
What? Well, yeah, but
Reserve
come
time.
on. You need someone to farm on that tri lane, and you need someone survivable to go along with the Rubik, so makes sense, I guess. Kind of.
Okay, let's see the bans they've got going on. Nagasarian being banned out and Lifestealer, because you know,
Radiant Team
Yeah.
they're
Ben.
more anti-fed. I like the way they banned the Nagasarian and the carry that she hard carries. Counters.
Hard counters, yeah.
She hard
It kind of makes sense if you're going to leave one of them in the pool to leave both of them in the pool, but if you have to ban one of them out, ban the
10
Lifestealer out,
seconds
because you don't really want to be wasting a pick on the
5
Siren,
seconds
and
remaining.
if the enemy pick the Lifestealer, well, you can always just counter pick him that way.
The Wisp
Reserve
been
time.
banned out by Terrific. Now they're gonna think, do you want to ban Rider,
Bat.
or do we let him go through?
He's probably going to get picked if he goes through, unfortunately. Just check something out. No, Never Go Full Tryhard. I've never run a bat so far,
They
so...
played 2 matches, and the amount he gets
Yeah.
banned, it's hard to tell.
Indeed. But they could be looking to pick him up for themselves, so... Could go either way.
Well, they're definitely thinking about it. Or maybe they're checking Dota buff.
Just like me. Going for the Dark Seer instead.
Dire Team
Not the
So
good
the
one.
bat is in the pool. Will we see the bat in the game?
It's very likely. I mean, he's a fantastic
Bat
first pick.
Rider!
There he is. Yeah.
Straight out
Radiant
of
team pick.
TI3 without any nerfs yet.
I know, it's kind of surprising, but he did get the heavy nerfs with the big patch beforehand, so...
It hasn't stopped
He's-
him being a first pick.
That said, he's not nearly as good as he used to be. Before, he just used to be broken. Now he's kind of... You can deal with a Bat Rider. He doesn't get the same
He
broken
hasn't got the
flying
same.
vision.
He hasn't got the same picking off that he used to have. However, he still lanes like a fucking bastard.
Indeed. It's
10
so hard
seconds
to deal with
remaining.
on
Now,
lane.
Terrific have the glory of picking second, which means they get to pick 2 at once.
5 seconds
I
remaining.
think they might want to chance an OD, as I was just about to say it, on
Radiant
it.
Team
Because
pick.
if Bat Rider chooses to go mid, which he doesn't want to do now, he's going to get screwed over by the OD, the king of one-on-one lanes. And even later on in the game, the Astral Imprisonment just cancels that Flaming Lasso outright. So it's a fantastic pickup to take the OD.
And now they can cancel out anyone that they think will be decent in mid. Yesterday we
Indeed.
saw Lone Druid giving OD a bit of a
Hard
run
time.
for his money, so
10 seconds
or
remaining.
more than
I
a run
can't-
for his money. He took his money and then beat him to death with it.
I just want to point out here that it's just going to look like I didn't really mean to say the OD, but I was honestly going to say OD.
Also,
A
Shadow Demon.
as
Dire
well.
Team pick.
Okay, they're screwing this bat as hard as they possibly can right now.
That's why they let him through. But remember, you don't want to pick too many counter picks. You want to make sure you still get a strong team. Hello, that's probably mid.
Dire Team Ben.
Conker is an absolutely fantastic pick against the OD and Shadow Demon as well, because if they defensively
Radiant
disrupt
team
or
ban.
defensively Astral Imprisonment, you can just time your stun and there's nothing they can do about it, because when they come out, they're getting stunned, so...
And
Really good
and
counter
even in
pick.
mid, if he hasn't got any mana, doesn't matter because Tide bring up procs anyway.
Indeed. He's going to be
10
doing an
seconds
awful lot of
remaining.
damage this Outward Devourer in mid, because Outward Devourer's an intelligence hero, so
5
he
seconds
generally
remaining.
ends up being pretty damn squishy.
Yeah, he's a very fragile hero.
Reserve
so,
time.
Glass cannon.
Yeah.
He's the mid equivalent of Nature's Prophet.
There's a reason why not only the procs that you build a mechanism on Outward Devourer.
Indeed. It's very, very squishy.
Koffel being
So-
banned out. We've also seen
Dire
a
Team
ban
Ben.
on the Alchemist.
I think it makes sense for Terrific to try and pick up a Rubik, because not only does he lane terrifically well with Shadow Demon as a roaming partner, You've also got a very, very good selection of spells to steal here. I mean, you can always hit the Batrider Lasso, and stealing Kunka's Ghost Ship can sometimes change a complete
Radiant
game.
team
So,
ban.
Well, when you see pro Rubik's up against Batrider, they basically turn into Batrider later in the game.
Yeah.
They have a blink
they
dagger.
get blinks and 4 staff.
Yeah.
The other option, I suppose, is going for the Leshrac, because, I mean, again, another fantastic
10
combination
seconds
with the
remaining.
Shadow
Yeah,
Demon.
although Rubik does have his left out of the Shadow Demon setup, I
5
mean, they don't do a
seconds
huge
remaining.
amount of damage.
Indeed.
between the two of them.
Leshrac adds a bit of damage, and then some.
Yeah.
Reserve time.
I mean, if you can ever pick someone off solo with a Leshrac hanging around, I mean, the amount of damage Pulse Nova can deal is absolutely astronomical.
Of course, if they do pick up the Rubik, it would make for a very, very, very good defensive tri-lane, so...
That's very true. They could go for, well, the Alchemist's just been banned out, so probably look to take a Gyrocopter instead.
So banned out the Weaver, so they might be banning out all the heroes that are going to be able to outcarry
Radiant team
Kunkka.
pick.
Well, that said, Gyro's still in the pool, so it might make sense for Terrific to pick him up now, just so they've still got that option of taking it later if needs.
And if they get that, if Leshrac's still in the pool, they can do our favourite combo, Shadow Demon, Gyrocopter,
Leshrac.
or Visage as well, is also
And
a great combo.
And you're going to have an amazing hero in mid,
10 seconds
keeping their
remaining.
mid player down and rotating to help gank, so I think that could be really, really
5
great if they go
seconds
for that
remaining.
really aggressive, strong lane.
I might be inclined to pick up a Bounty Hunter off lane as well.
The off lane, yeah,
Reserve
to get the track kills, and he can just roam around with the rest of the team.
Well, no one's going to lane particularly well against Batrider.
There's the
Leshrac.
ledge.
There's not going to
Dire
be
team
particularly
pick.
that many heroes that lane very well against Batrider, unless you choose to then pick up another mid and let OD hunt down Batrider.
Indeed.
Assassin. Also a possible mid. So now they've got
Radiant
3
team
possible
pick.
mids. I don't know if they're doing it deliberately to just piss off Terrific so they don't really know how to lane.
Indeed.
but
You generally don't see Nyx in the mid position, though.
Yeah, but with the 3, there's only like 2 more pickups left, sorry. It doesn't look... he's got to be the support.
We could have Batrider in the off lane, Kunkka main carry, and then Nyx Assassin supporting. So you've still got the potential for another mid to be picked.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
I think Terrific definitely considering the
5
Gyrocopter here,
seconds
but
remaining.
who else are they going to go if they choose not to? Because, I mean, with such a potent combination, the Shadow Demon and Leshrac, you can afford to take a late carry, someone like an Anti-Mage or a Spectre, because the supports will be ganking even without you, and they will be making the space for you to farm.
It's true. And of course, Anti-Mage will come into the game about the same time where a OD starts to peter out, so...
Indeed. It makes sense to have kind of that transition stage where you have the OD kind of fading away as the Anti-Mage suddenly becomes a monster.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, oh dear, OD is fading.
Juggernaut.
Oh, a Juggernaut. Okay, so this is more of an early
Dire
game
team
kind
pick.
of team.
Indeed. It's also interesting to note here is that the Nyx Assassin has 3 targets which he's just going to devour if he picks up any kind of levels.
As a support next, though, it's going to be very unlikely.
Very true.
And by that stage, I mean your team's in control, so... We'll have to see how it all lanes up. I think the Juggernaut, Leshrac, and
10
Shadow Demon
seconds
lanes
remaining.
are really hurt.
Indeed. That said, it's not impossible
5
to deal with.
seconds
I mean,
remaining.
they only have the one solid disable as a stun from Leshrac, so the reason you'd normally like the
Reserve
Gyrocopter is because if you do pop down your missile, by the time if you pop down your missile, Shadow Demon banishes, the missile will actually land for a change when he comes out. So, I just don't think Juggernaut has the same kind of lockdown, and the only slow they have is the Demonic Purge from Shadow Demon, the ultimate, and the only stun they have is Leshrac, so it might not be that easy for them to pick off ganks. all
Well,
said and done.
Juggernaut early on with that Blade Fury does a hell of a lot of damage, and if you can hold someone in place, even with Leshric's stun for a small period of time, you're going to do a lot of damage on them before they get away. So it's kind of like your Helicopter's role in that kind of tri-lane with the Rocket Barrage. Not quite as good, but still useful.
Indeed. I think Never Go Full Tryhard could actually go for the Rubik now instead.
Yeah, some stuff worth stealing. Also, it's worth noting about Terrific. It's going to be a push lineup with Juggernaut and Leshrac and Shadow Demon.
Indeed. I don't know, less so with Shadow Demon. I don't really see him as a core push hero. Leshrac, on the other hand, I
He's
mean,
good at counter pushing, throwing his poison out.
Shadow
Does give
poison.
vision, which is really useful when you're pushing a tower.
that's very true.
A long time to pick these heroes.
12 seconds left on reserve time. I
10
really
seconds
hate these
remaining.
delay picks. They annoy me. Come on, teams. You know what you want. You're just delaying the
Leader, nice. I like a good leader.
Radiant team back.
Indeed. It's gonna. It's actually gonna be a really, really solid lane because I mean they can initiate with the Impale, follow up the Light Strike array, and I mean they've got a colossal amount of nuke between these two heroes.
Their last ban is going to be quite difficult for Terrific actually as well.
10
Indeed.
seconds remaining.
Also, Lena brings an
Anti-mage.
awful lot in the counter push.
She does. So we're going to remain to see what their last ban is going to be. It's clearly going to be an offlaner.
Indeed, I think it would make sense to ban out the Bounty Hunter. It would work terrifically well with this terrific team.
Yeah, Bounty
10
Hunter is great
seconds
because
remaining.
if you're ahead, he keeps you ahead. And
Indeed.
if you're behind,
Radiant
he helps
team
you
pick.
grab something back with those track kills, if you can pull them off. But they've got
I think the
Lone
lone-
Druid instead.
I think the Lone Druid ban makes sense. I mean, the team's going to be making shit tons of space early on for a Lone Druid to farm and get dangerous.
Well,
so
you know who's left in the pool?
yeah,
Furion.
nature's prophet.
If they were going to go for the push, full on push, just go screw it, going to push as hard as possible.
10 seconds remaining.
Indeed, but they've already kind of committed themselves to a more of an early game
5
aggressive
seconds
lineup with the
remaining.
heroes they have. And do you really think they should take another intelligence hero for Nyx to eat through?
Reserve time. 5 seconds remaining.
It's true, Nyx does make.
Ooh!
Whoa!
This I
that-
like.
I wasn't expecting a Morphling. That's for
So-
certain.
Morphling offlane or Jug offlane?
Morphling mid.
I don't know. I'd kind of rather see the OD in mid.
Or Jug
I mean,
mid. Maybe with Morphling on safe lane. Farming.
I don't think so. I think it's more likely to be Jug on the offlane.
Ooh.
Ooh!
These are some interesting picks coming out now. So I think they're gonna not pick their mid until they're done with finding out what the lanes are.
Indeed. I never go full tryhard. Just opted to go for 5 heroes who could potentially sit in mid lane. So it's going to be the Shadow Fiend, though. We all know it.
Probably, and OD should be able to outstyle the Shadow Fiend, especially if he gets ahead early on.
Indeed. See, the problem is once you lose a lead to the I will devour it, you're not clawing it back. Because every point in intelligence he gets above you, it's just worse and worse and worse for you.
And all yours disappears.
Indeed.
Well, we know for certain it's not going to be Batrider and Lena in mid if OD goes mid.
Indeed.
Neither of them want to be anywhere near him. Nyx Assassin is an option.
10
I think
seconds
Kunk is
remaining.
also a very viable option, but he's obviously going to be playing the hard carry role this game.
Prepare for battle.
What have they got here? Yay, little Tinkerbot.
I love that Tinkerbot. It's so awesome.
It looks like he's straight out of Ratchet and Clank.
It does, doesn't it?
Okay, then Nicky, time to put your money where your mouth is and pick a team.
I really want to see Terrific do well. I'm very, very interested in the Morphling pick, and if it works out for them, it could be absolutely fantastic.
You're just a Jacko fanboy, aren't you? You picked his team yesterday, you're picking his team again today.
I don't know if they're actually going to be laning 2-1-2. Morphling could be caught off guard here. If he gets spotted out here, he's going to be very, very dead early on.
And no one wants to be a dead Morphling.
Indeed. That said, he
30
has got
seconds
the
to
strength
battle.
gain, so...
Who bought the wards? Nyx Assassin, they should look to sentry up some of these.
Indeed.
He's looking for somebody to kill.
Seems not to. They're looking to pick off some men. I don't think they're going to find anyone. If they do end up finding some of this terrific team, it's going to be with 4 men easy to
They really
rotate
want
on.
to kill this OD man.
Yeah, they really want to level 1 gank out.
But they're wasting time. They haven't found any.
The battle begins for good and all.
Indeed, I think this is greatly endangering them now because they're letting these creep waves spawn. They're going to give every single hero a couple of, maybe even a minute or so of free farm, and I think that's actually really, really beneficial to this Morphling.
Just sat there waiting for someone. Anyone.
8 knots and full ahead.
Well, they're moving now.
Oh,
They're going to go on this OD in mid. They want to kill off the OD.
Indeed.
He's backing. No, yeah, he's running for it. They're not going to catch him.
No way.
Bye.
Kind of expected to see Nick stun up onto the high ground there, but no, this has been a wasted movement here, and this is really going to delay Tryhard's early game at the very least.
This looks like we're going to have Conker mid.
I think he is simply there because that's where he was at the time. But no, it looks like he's remaining. Batrider on the off lane.
Up against a
And
Morphin
then-
solo.
Shadow Fiend picking up the farm on the easy lane.
Well, he's going to try to up against this quite very aggressive tri lane.
But yeah, I think Conker holds a lot of promise up against this OD.
He does, to his specs, but the OD is still going to win the lane.
It's also worth noting that he was forced to start up Torrent because of the early dive they tried to do, so he's not been able to get the Tidebringer Cleaves on
I think
early.
he actually dodged it as well.
No, he actually got hit by it.
Did he? I thought he moved out of the
Yeah,
way.
he did get-
I'm going to keep an eye on this Morphling, because
Good stun up by the Conker.
it's quite a little jewel in this mid.
Problem is that he doesn't have that much mana. I mean, if he keeps burning his mana away like this, he's really going to start to struggle. You troll.
He currently has a mana pool of 2.
Yeah. Actually, no, it's 5.
It's getting there.
He actually, if he gets Astral Imprisonment once more, he actually won't have the maximum mana to be able to cast his stun.
No, he just got it.
Yeah, he actually now cannot cast his stun. That is how low his mana pool is.
Importantly, how much OD is gaining.
Never.
Dude.
OD right clicking for 80 damage at the minute. Conker 67.
Morphling picking up some farm on the soft lane. He's 11 and 1 to the 4-0 bat, but he's starting to get harassed off a bit now by the continuous sticky napalm spam.
To be expected.
Dude. And how be our tri lane going?
Well, OD is actually pretty low mid.
Indeed. See, Tidebringer will just take his toll, and it's something the OD has to be really careful of. Oh!
First blood, they managed to pick off the Shadow Demon. Sorry, Shadow Fiend with the Shadow Demon.
I actually think it's possible that we've missed every single first blood in our cast this week.
It's possible.
OD, fast running out of regen in mid against this Conker.
How does it feel, OD? How does it
not
feel
nice,
to be
is it?
pushed off blade? Meanwhile, the Morphling's still trying to farm, but slowed down considerably. Although he's winning on the last hits and the nice strike at the minute.
I think that is very possible that was purely due to the early rotation, which gave him a few last hits on lane before back could be there. But that said, it's still an advantage which he's going to have on this lane, no matter how it was earned.
And they've got carries for all of the periods of the game now as well, so...
Indeed.
It heals like the salt sea air.
Oh,
Out
no.
Devour is on 1 tango left, so...
And look who just... Oh, another kill up top. Shadow Demon claiming the life of Lena, I believe, this time.
Indeed. They're picking up with smokes, they're probably going to look to gank this tri lane before they start to get out of hand.
They're not having a great time at the minute. Juggernaut, well, he's out of mana at least, but he's got some boots. He's got himself a poor man's shield. He's pretty
Top is
happy.
missing.
OD's not.
Outward Devourer has finally got his bottle in middle now, so the Harasser on Conqueror is going to start to peter out.
Yeah. Oh, Shadow Demon rotation. The stretch stun as well. OD right clicking away. He's going to be brought down. And it's another kill for the Shadow Demon. How many is that? Yep, all 3 kills going to this Shadow Demon. That's a lot.
Carry Demon.
Yeah, carry Demon. That's a lot of money to have on your support.
That's a lot of money for wards. Some big ward money.
Hey, he's going to be rushing towards a mech now, I imagine.
Dire's middle tower is all alone in the world. Being
Oh,
attacked.
Morphling. Doing a lot of damage to his Batrider, actually.
Tryhard needs to be very careful, actually. I mean, he's being a little bit too aggressive considering his current health.
It has no arms. to
Morphling could
defend
wave
itself.
4 men.
And
There he
kill off.
goes, he's killed.
Yeah, super aggressive there. Actually, though, he might pay for it. The creep wave is having none of it. So yeah, 4 kills within 5 minutes, all going towards the first team, which I believe was terrific.
Hey, I made a good call. And I want to see his Morphling do well. I'd love to see a return to the days of Morphling old.
Dire's
Come on,
bottom
no,
tower is
not
under
the old
attack.
days of
Run,
Morphling,
little
for the
bottom
love of
tower.
God, no.
Run.
Oh.
The first pick, always Morphling, no. Broken Hero Morphling, no. Well, I'd like to see him in the meta again, it would be nice.
Dire's bottom tower is
It's
under
kind of
attack.
depressing when some old fake.
Oh, Lena might be in trouble. Yep, she's got stunned up. She's getting
Nope,
played through
stun
to death
up.
as well. There she goes. One right click away. Although they might lose the Shadow Demon as well. Oh, that needs to be very. You need to be very careful, Shadow Demon. Shadow Fiend. Yeah, he's dead as well.
Salved up.
Down goes the Shrek though.
Not enough damage out on the Shadow Demon still.
No, he dived way too hard. Once they lost sight of Shadow Demon, he should have backed.
Did. I mean, he was getting salved up, so there was no way they were going to be able to take that kill out.
Not just that, he had a Juggernaut on his tail, and the Shrek still waiting. So
Did.
he's got full-on assault there, doing a hell of a lot of damage to the Shadow Demon, wasting all that salve.
They did lose the Leshrac in the end, though, so
Yeah, but it's
not the best of
it's
trades,
6-1,
but
man. It's 6-1.
did. Not a fun place to be in. Shadow Demon already has mana boots, so this tri-lane now is just... They're going to be ganking every single time that those are off cooldown.
Hell, why not? You've got the levels over them.
Indeed. Keep the advantage. Don't let it slip. Bat Rider's still an awful long way from his blink at the minute. He actually did choose to grab the 3 Ironwood branches and a Tango as his starting build, so I think he was intending to go into the mid, but...
Well, it's still a standard off-lane build for get the bottle quick.
Yeah, true.
It's a bottle build, whatever you're going to have the bottle. Well, he is doing quite good with his rune control. He's been quite lucky. He keeps spawning near the bottom. He's got an illusion, not illusion. Sorry, he got a he got an illusion, and now he's got haste.
Going to be right click to death by this Morphling.
Morphling
You see, this is the
none of
big
your
problem
shit.
with Morphling. If he chooses to swap into agility, he can deal so much right click
And he
damage.
takes so much damage as well.
He's still got 815 health, so
Almost with the torrent, but not quite.
he might actually look to go on the Bat Rider if he can find an opening.
Hell, why not? OD's really low.
Bat Rider's actually TP'd up top with this haste rune. He's got his lasso up. They're gonna look for a kill.
And who are they going to get? It looks like it's going to be a very, very dead Shadow Demon. No, defensive disruption protects him. He's just dragging.
That was a good pull on the
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut,
They
actually.
got the Shadow Demon. Now they're going to move on to the Juggernaut. He has no support. There's 4 on him.
Can TP out.
He's going to have to
Don't
try.
They need
Stun
a
comes
stun.
up though. Down he goes. Nyx Assassin picking up another kill for his team. Good rotation there from the Bat Rider.
Dude, he had the haste rune. He just hit level 6 from being on lane, so fantastic choice. That said, Morphling's doing a lot of damage to this tower right
He's
now.
in a hell of a lot of trouble. He's going to go down. He does. TP in by the Shadow Demon, not quick enough, but Kunkka has been soul captured. He's on the run. Good prediction there with the Shadow Poison, but I don't think they're going to be able to do enough to kill him off.
The Radiant should really do something about
Morphling
that middle
should.
tower.
No, he's running out of the
Dire's
creep wave
bottom
very
tower is
quickly,
under
but
attack. Run, little bottom tower.
looking to
Run.
take this tower.
Meanwhile, the tri-lane's going to be pushing
Radiant's
up
middle
top as
tower
well.
is under attack. That's not gonna hold. By the gods, the Dire's bottom
Looks
tower
like Bat
doesn't
Rider has
even have
given up
arms
on
to
the
defend
bot lane, now
itself.
it's jungling.
What a brave
Dude.
tower.
Kunkka. Oh dear, he's found a double damage rune. This could be a very dead Morphling if he chooses to engage on it.
And he's got phase boots.
Dude.
Morphling gets the
Dire's
tower.
bottom tower was never my favorite.
First tower.
Backs out uncontested as well. Kind of interesting they let that go. They did have teleports up on Lena and the did they have it up on the Shadow Demon? Or Nyx, sorry. No, they didn't have it up on the Nyx.
He's
So.
back in mid. He's very angry at you. So if he can get this OD to overextend,
Kunkka's indeed, he's just activated his double damage rune now. He's going to regen up some mana. He's
and
probably
he's
going
going
to
to
look
do
to
a
go
right
ship.
click with his Tide Bringer, probably. Oh, in comes the ghost ship. Doesn't hit him.
Not
The
really
right click's
missing.
going to hurt, unless he does that, of course. That's the problem. If you're glowing
A
blue.
lot of wasted mana from that
If he's
Kunkka.
going
And
blue, is actually a rotation coming in by the supports of Terrific,
Indeed.
but Kunkka's
I
on the
think
run.
that was more of a reactive rotation
Yeah.
to OD getting gone on as opposed to a gank attempt.
Actually put a ward down as well.
Indeed.
Of course, looks like Lena's actually doing a bit of camp killing too. She's got enough for her boots now, which is nice.
Just got boots. Poor Lena.
Oh, look out, Morphling! He's gonna die a horribly painful death.
Indeed. Just so many
Unless, of
disables
course,
up
he
on
can
this
manage
lane.
to...
Morph strength!
Oh! He's gonna bring
And
down the
picks up
Bat
a
Rider!
kill.
Really nice play here by the Morphling! By all accounts, they should have killed him off.
See, this is the big problem if you go on a Morphling. If he
He also
if,
stole an
if,
Nyx.
if you can't get yeah, he's actually gonna use that to TP back into the lane after regenning in fountain.
Yeah.
But if you can't kill him off instantly throughout the duration of your disables, he's just gonna morph strength, and it's good. He's not gonna die. He just gains so much health back from that.
Jugger. He has Omni Slash up. Now, if I was him, I'd be looking for some poor bastard to murder in jungle. Because I know for a fact there's only 2 on lane here.
Indeed.
Someone's jungling, and it's the Bat Rider. If you can get him just outside the camp, he's going to be in a lot of trouble if you can get off that Omni Slash.
Indeed. That said, he's probably not looking to use it instantly. They're probably just looking for the opportune moment at the minute, because it doesn't do that much damage at level 1. They do need the rest of their team there too.
With that and a Battle Fury, Blade Fury should be enough to bring down a Bat Rider though. Especially this one, he's not had the greatest of starts.
Yeah, but he's sat on a creep camp, so if there's any bounces, the creep camp, instead of 330 damage, that's suddenly 220 damage.
Oh,
and back
right
had
into that boat.
Dire's bottom tower
Up
is
comes
under
Astral
attack.
Imprisonment again, so you can just pull out.
Indeed. Skunker really wants to kill the OD, just not
By the
finding the
gods,
space
the
for
my
it.
Bat
Dire's
Rider, they're
bottom
gonna look for
tower
another
doesn't
pick-up.
even have arms to defend itself. What a brave tower.
Who do you want, Bat? Juggernaut's who you want.
Indeed. We can't Blade Fury out of that one, that's for sure.
Try.
Dire's bottom tower
Morphling's
is
actually
under
putting
attack.
down this
One little
bottom tier
tower.
2 as well.
Why not? We're not stopping him.
That said, he knows they're missing and he doesn't know.
No, they're going for this. They'll do charity in literally a second. Oh, and the Nyx Assassin is going to be brought down as well. Managed to get a trade there. They did bring down the Shadow Demon, and oh, in comes Morphling.
I think that was a very, very bad choice from the Bat Rider. He
Bat
should have
Rider's
just backed instead of going for the lasso.
Morphling's 1 second left.
Wait
In it
for-
comes. Down goes the Bat Rider. Leshrac's down as well to make sure his corpse is nice and spiky.
I think that was a poor choice from the Bat Rider. I think it would have made a lot more sense for him to just back instead of going for the lasso, because it wasn't going to be a kill, and I think it would have made more sense to just have it on cooldown for a re-engagement in a minute or so.
Yeah. The thing is, they were waiting to gank, and the initiation came from Terrific instead, and they had forced to react, and I don't think they
Indeed.
reacted particularly well. Oh, nice Astral Imprisonment. Avoids
Dodges all of Kunker's
dodges
damage.
all of Kunker's damage. Well, apart from that one. Oh no,
That-
it's a Shadow
that's-
Demon.
That's one problem with Kunker initiating with X marks the spot into a torrent, is that he'll just Astral Imprisonment himself and everything will miss.
If you can time it right, you can hit him with the boat, and he comes out of it, which is great, but
Indeed.
it's been difficult. We've got Morphling and a smoked up Shadow Demon going towards bottom lane in a minute, looking for this Lena.
That's a sad, sad Nyx, struggling to kill a creep at the
It's
minute.
going to be a very sad,
Dreadful.
sad Lena. She's on the back up, but she's going to get pinned up. Soul capture on her as well. Morphling looking for a kill. So much damage. She's pretty much instantly wiped off the map.
Indeed. So,
Jewel in the mid.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
they're
More
making
Kunker
sure
though.
this OD is safe at the minute. I mean, I think they're fearing a rotation, because, I mean, the entire team is off the map, and
The Nyx Assassin might consider it. In comes the
another
bow.
boat.
Oh, that kill. A creep.
Creeps,
Just the one.
yeah.
Just the one creep.
Casting his boat every time it's off cooldown, I don't think it's the right decision. I think he should be rotating if he really
He's
needs
not
to cast it up
rotating.
hardly.
Looking for a Shadow Demon, but he got the invisibility rune, and I don't know where he is. Couldn't have
Problem
asked for
looks-
a better rune, really.
They're both just walking around
They
each
know
other.
they're here. They know each other is here. They just can't stop each other.
Problem is, Nyx's invis is going to fade before the Shadow
They're going
Demon
out right
starts.
now. Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Right next to
On
a
top
ward.
of the ward.
Oh,
the disruption.
no, here comes the Leshrac stun. Smash. Good
This
spike
is a
carapace
dead
there,
Nyx
but it's
assassin.
not going to be enough. It's a very dead Nyx Assassin. Oh!
Good start.
Still going to die. He's not going to get out of this. Down he go. It's a bit over the top, OD, but okay.
Yeah,
Doing
bit of a
its
wasted
best,
ult
but it
there.
doesn't look good.
Sanity's Eclipse claiming the life of Nyx Assassin.
Probably to press on this Conqueror and Lena still.
By the gods,
They've got 3 in
the
mid.
Dire's bottom tower
At the very
doesn't
least, they're
have
going to
arms
look
to
at
defend
pushing with the
itself.
Leshrac
What a
either.
brave tower.
Still Morphling looks like he's going to push this tier 2 again. Because why not?
Indeed.
No one's going to stop him.
Dyer's bottom tower is under
That said,
attack.
he
Run, little
can't
bottom
see
tower.
the
Run.
Tryhard team on map, so he's not pushing when he can't see them because it's very possible he's waiting around, waiting for him to overcome
is
it.
under attack. Oh,
That morphling
that's got
attack
to
speed.
hurt.
Bo comes in, kills a single creep again. That's an expensive
By the
use.
gods, the Dire's bottom
Yeah,
tower doesn't
it's an
even have
expensive
arms to defend
farming
itself.
tool, isn't it?
What a
It's a bit
brave
different
tower.
to PA's dagger.
My favourite farming tool. Nyx Assassin came in on Morphling and got the Spike Carapace up on him, but just one Nyx isn't going to be enough to stop Morphling.
Indeed, especially not when the Nyx is 7 and the Morphling sitting on level 12, like over halfway towards his Lincoln Sphere now.
Also, a nice couple of items being picked up. OD's finally got, well, more boots. I imagine he's going to. This
Can't beat a second pair of boots.
Norwegian shit internet.
Oh, what's this OD doing? I imagine he's just going to send the Tranquil Boots back on the courier and then sell them out.
Maybe.
But why not just disassemble the Tranquils?
And build
Save more
something-
money.
Build something shiny out of it.
It's not so much about building stuff. I mean,
know, he's
it's worth noting that there's a component from the mechanism inside the Tranquil
It's
Boots,
not.
the Ring of Health.
Or that's also an item for these 4-star.
Indeed. So
I don't think he's going to
Can't
sell it.
surprise-
He'll disassemble it, I imagine.
yeah, but then why is he bought boots?
'Cause
Why not just
I don't-
ship out the Belt of Strength and the Gauntlets of Attack to him?
Sometimes you just can't ask questions of people.
Hey, these are pros, man.
Sometimes
Well,
they're just.
I say pros.
Sometimes there just are no answers to those questions.
I think it's just next level meta.
In the meantime, while it's paused up, this Morphin looks like he's running away.
Yeah, I
Which would
know,
be very
there's-
good because there is an Nyx Assassin backed up by
Alina.
a Conker and Alina now.
Indeed. That's 3 stuns, well, 5 stuns technically with the Kunker bow, even though it's off cooldown, and the Nyx Assassin Spike Carapace, so...
But let's keep an eye on this guy because he might be a very dead Morphling in a second.
that said, we know what Morphling's like with his strength gain.
With 3 heroes on him, I don't think he'll make it out.
No, he's going back in.
He doesn't know. Here's Alina. They need to land the Nyx stun first. Here it comes. Lina follow up.
He's already shifting
and
strength.
up. Oh, they're going to do enough. to
He's
kill him.
already shifting strength.
Oh, TP!
Fantastic
TP out!
TP out.
Brilliant.
They wasted all their stuns on him and he just vanishes.
The torrent was thrown a little bit too early.
That is the potency of Morphling for gain strength. I mean, did you see the amount of HP he was regenerating? Every single nuke was landing, and it wasn't dropping his HP until the Laguna Blade hit.
Nyx Assassin's going to die here. Down he goes. Lina's stun not going to be enough to save him.
Fall by my edict.
I don't think there's going to be any rotation to deal with him at the moment, so... This
About
Morphling,
his
man.
lack of farm. Cool, and this Morphling hasn't even got any big
Radiant's
items
bottom
yet.
tower is under attack.
He's nearly got his
I
Lincoln.
feel sad
He's
for
got
them.
Lincoln's, but this is going to be his first big item, and then he's going to be more difficult to deal with. He can't open up with a stun anymore.
Or the Bat Rider.
Yeah. You're going to have to flame break him or something. Just anything, they'll break it.
That said, they've still got stuns which can go through it, such as Torrent, so... But then you can't land X marks the spot on him. So how do you ensure that he's stuck in the
You
Torrent?
open up the next spot and follow up with a Nyx stun, I imagine, will be the way to go.
Yeah. X marks the spot will be very good for burning his Lincolns away. Still,
Next time for the Shadow Demon.
Odie's finished up his mech now, actually.
A little bit of aggressive de-warding going on. That stun hit a ward, but not the Nyx Assassin. It was mistimed and yeah, wasn't great.
Good counter ward in there.
Good little battle for the wards there.
Love a little bit of ward action.
Ward on ward action's always a little bit sexy.
Ooh, Juggernaut kills off Shadow Fiend solo.
I missed that. I was not expecting it. Oh, look at this
Ooh,
dire
there's Courier there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I think they're just trying to bait the Juggernaut in with it to make him stick around for a bit longer.
It would have been actually a really good bait, but he's just like gone, nope.
It was very, very risky, in fact, so wise
Yeah,
decision to
one
back
lucky
out.
crit, and that's a dead courier as well to go with your dead Shadow Fiend.
And then Juggernaut would still get out from that.
Quite possibly.
What do you think this Juggernaut's going to be building, actually? I mean, he's picked up a Drum of Endurance, he's picked up Phase Boots, and he's got a Poor Man's Shield. Interesting. I don't think he's going to go Battle Fury this game.
No, he would already have the components to be working towards it if he was going to go that.
Won't be able to go anything if this kill goes off though.
No, he comes to stun and actually miss.
Wasted stun actually.
They're going to blade
They're
comes
going
out
to
as well, and he's going to blade fury away. He can't possibly escape this, can he? No.
Oh, the right click just catches him.
Almost. Very close.
He would have escaped that. I don't know what I would have said. I think the Lena stun was very mistimed. They needed to hold him in place with Batrider and then land the Lena stun afterwards. As it was.
Missed entirely.
I know, it missed, but it missed while he was lassoed as well, so...
You couldn't even see her, and she still missed it.
Indeed. That said, that kill has allowed Batrider to pick up a flank dagger, I believe, so...
Although moving up to top lane now is the Morphling. He might be looking for something to murder, or just push down his tower.
Now he can push very, very hard. He's doing an awful lot of right click damage at the moment.
Uh-oh, Shadow Fiend. You're fighting yourself, bro. You want to get out of there? Morphling doesn't give a crap.
He's going to send the illusion back to Fountain so he can TP out if he needs to. Such clever play from this Morphling using the replicate like this. It's pretty standard practice, but still.
It's nice to see someone who knows actually how to play Morphling.
Indeed.
Looks like a little bit of cat and mouse here with this Leshrac and an invisible Nyx assassin. Scouting him out for the Shadow Demon.
And the Shadow Fiend illusion.
Oh, they blink in with this.
It's going to be a very dead Leshrac. Morphling's just hanging around though. I think he should maybe have vanished by this stage.
Well, he is now that his friend got murdered.
Indeed.
Maybe it's not safe for this lane anymore.
No, not at all.
300
gold away.
There's still laning going on in 20 minutes in. It's interesting.
No, it's kind of weird. I mean, Juggernaut's still perfectly happy to farm on lane, but it's kind of what you expect from him at this stage. Picking up a Blade of Alacrity, so what are we thinking? Diffusal?
Yasha.
Agonyms? Or yeah, straight into a Sanjin Yasha.
Be a Yasha. Kunkka on the other hand, going through Shadow Blade.
It's worth noting this Juggernaut, he's going to have drums, phase boots, and a Yasha, so the speed he's going to be moving is just going to be phenomenal.
Exactly. Speed Demon Juggernaut. That's how you make him early game.
Indeed.
Of course, we've got Shadow Fiend. What's he going to be buying up? Will he go Shadow Blade as well? 2 Shadow Blades?
I kind of want to see your Scepter up on the jug now. Super speed, man.
Oh, the Shadow Demon might be in trouble. Yeah, it's a dead Shadow Demon. Good pick off, but they're 5 manning at the minute. Well, everyone's just, they're just like busy farming on other lanes, and they're only picking up the supports.
Oh, they've got a haste up on the Batrider.
Took me enough.
Radiant's middle tower
Lincoln's
is
Sphere
under
just got delivered
attack.
to Morphing too.
Indeed. I think it may have been the courier they were looking for, actually.
We're in tasty Morphling. Morphling.
Morph to Strand. There it goes. Lincoln's pops. I think that was actually the lasso, yeah. That was a burnt lasso from the Lincoln Sphere.
Now they know that
Radiant
he's
structures
got it,
are
but
fortified.
it's a minute they've got to wait until they get the lasso back.
Indeed. They're not going to get this tower because of that Lincoln's block.
Nice way to introduce your Lincoln.
Indeed. Hey.
And he's
How'd
gone.
you like lasso?
Sorry, lassoed your lasso.
Kunkka, it's still the Kunkka versus OD lane in mid. I don't know why this is still happening.
I have no idea. What's Kunkka really building at the minute? Oh yeah, he was
He's going to go for a Shadow Blade, yeah.
Shadow Blade. Shadow Demon's got nothing. He's got drums.
He's actually gone for an incredibly similar build to the Juggernaut.
Why would you have 2 sets of drums in the same team? I don't really know. Morphling. He wants to dive, kind of, but he's not going to.
Nyx Assassin's looking out, so...
They know where you are, Nyx. Now they...
Oh, they've got a sentry ward.
They'll run Morphling. Strength. Just going to
Good
leg it.
wayful.
Oh, he'll stunned up though. But he'll be okay. Going back into agility.
He
They
needs
two
that
wards
damage.
here though by the dire teams. They know exactly who's here. Boots up or no D?
Yeah, again, boots. Yeah, he did in fact assemble the Tranquils, but I don't know what he did with the actual pair of boots from it. Possible he sold the power treads and then rebought just the items for it? Oh, I don't know anymore.
I don't know what happened. Oh look, extra shadow demons.
Everyone's done extra shadow demons. Gonna send it back to base again. Just use it as a
Free TP.
cheap
By the
TP.
gods,
Instant
the Dire's
TP.
bottom tower doesn't even have arms to defend itself. What a brave! Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Time is pushed down to tier 2 on bottom. He's gonna stay up here as well. He's gonna go, you know what? I can totally.
If no one's defending against him,
take your ranks on my own. No one cares. I know where all your people are.
I think Nyx is actually going to move back, as is the Lena to try and deal with him now.
Yeah.
With the
Use the
TPs.
TP though. Forces the TP.
That TP was well within vision range, so.
Yeah. Conquer again up in mid.
I think Juggernaut's looking to dive this with an Omni Slash if he can.
Kind of wants to. You know,
If he can catch Lena on his own, he can definitely kill her.
it's gonna be difficult that close though. Conquer got double damage. He's doing quite well with his runes pickups. Oh, smoked up Shadow Demon looking for a rotation along with Leshrac. And then try to pick off this
Kill off
Conquer.
this Conquer, yeah. It's
He's all
quite hard to know who's on top right at the minute. I mean, you'd probably say Terrific, but they're not really getting that much achieved right now. They're kind of just sat back on lanes, farming up a little bit, but they went for a really, really early build, so I don't think this is the right choice for them.
They've got the Morphling to fall back on. He's doing pretty well.
Dire's
Doing
top tower is
fantastically
under
well.
attack. Oh,
Push down another
that's
tower
what
right
worked.
now. Completely solo, he don't give a shit.
You can't kill me. I'll just, you know, wait for
Indeed.
be immune
Dire's
to
top
your
tower
damage.
has fallen. 'Twas only a matter of time. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I know. Well, you see, you have to remember is he actually has 112
Dire's middle
agility
tower
at
has
the
fallen.
moment.
Timber.
Gonna man up. Uh-oh.
Radiant's
Son.
bottom tower
Oh, the
has
Batrunner comes
Morphing
in.
to strand.
He's gonna die though.
Oh, he wasted the lasso again. They completely forgot about the Lincolns up on him, and the lasso was burned again. I mean, they got the kill in the end, but
Morphling.
I think it was a bit risky there what he did. But
Didn't even bother with his 15 one charges to keep him alive. So it's a trade. Morphling.
I think he's pretty comfortable with what he's doing at the minute. He's setting 610,
Still
so
got 2,500 gold. So 4 staff now on the Batrider to go with his Blink Dagger. If he can just get somebody,
indeed, someone who doesn't have a Lincoln Sphere.
twice he's wasted that.
Indeed. No, actually, he did cast it on the Juggernaut more than once, hasn't he? So, I'd say those are the only targets he's had for it.
Yeah,
But
should pick up on the Morphling. I imagine he'll be working towards
Mad Star. Indeed,
Leshrac's will be farming up as well.
Juggernaut's got this Yasha as well. So,
Yep.
it's interesting whether it's just going to be a flat Yasha.
OD's almost got himself his 4 star. Copying up his friend again for the same TP trick, which he didn't actually end up using.
Indeed.
Saved him.
The thing is, he only has a minute to go in if he's going to go in and still use that to get out. So,
Go on, son.
problem is that it's very, very hard to deal with the Morphling if he's doing this.
Especially if he's doing well.
Because I mean,
Radiant's
you
bottom
need
tower is under
to
attack.
keep him permanently
I feel
stunned
sad
during
for
a
them.
fight, otherwise he's just going to replicate away.
He's just gonna shotgun poor little Conquer.
That's a Morphling build we haven't seen in a while. The picking up the Ethereal Blade. It's going full nuke.
A lot of
Doing an
damage.
awful lot of damage to this Conker. He really needs to be careful,
Assassin's
actually.
come in. Oh, looks like he'll lose the OD really quickly though. Nice blink out. TP time.
Okay.
Bye.
Oh. And they're still looking for him. They don't know where he's gone.
I think they can figure it out.
Yeah.
So picking off the OD again. Shadowfiend's
He's
dead
tipping
again.
straight back into the mid, so he's not done fighting.
What happened to Shadowfiend? He died as well.
I think he kind of exploded when Morphling looked at him.
Oh yeah. Juggernaut has himself
Aghanim.
an Aghanim Scepter.
So they're completely relying on the Morphling to hard carry now. Juggernaut's basically just a glorified nuker.
Oh, he's diving really
Oh.
hard though.
He's got the strength boost though.
Lincoln's has been
The
broken.
Lincoln's just got blocked.
Now they
Radiant's middle
Still
tower.
go
Lassoed
for the
him up.
There it is.
Hey, in the
Finally.
air he goes.
Juggernaut's
Juggernaut,
bouncing
so
around.
much
picked up
damage.
2 kills. Double kill the Omni Slash, and then Morphling runs down Lena. Conker only escaped by virtue of his Shadow Blade.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Be a dead
It has no arms to defend itself.
A very dead tower. Especially with a Leshrac near it.
Awfully.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Well, if they find a Shadow Fiend even, he's not going to have a fun time. They found him. He needs to blink away, and he does so. Drums are popped, but...
He's picked up a Blink Dagger, so... Kind of an interesting choice. You'd normally see the Shadow Blade come out, but... Obviously with a Conqueror on Shadow Blade, you don't want your entire team invis.
No. I don't think it's going to be that effective on him, though. Unless he gets his BKB up and running.
Indeed.
And he is
That's
a
it.
long way away from that.
Yeah. You can pick up the Ogre Club now and maybe leave out the bottle for it, because not really that useful at this stage, but...
And there goes...
Dire's top
It
tower
was
has
interesting he
fallen.
built a bottle despite being on a tri lane, actually.
Indeed.
It's a waste of 600 gold, in my opinion.
And also don't forget the Batrider had a bottle on the off lane as well. And the Kunga had a bottle in mid, so 3 bottles up on the team.
Oh, Nix has another bottle as well. Oh. Now here comes the big question. How do you turn this shit around?
You have to eliminate this Morphling from a team fight, and you have a fantastic amount of stuns. I mean, you need to bait the Morphling onto the Nyx Assassin, pop the Spike Carapace on the Nyx Assassin, and then follow it with a Zip Tail. Get a Kunk stun down, then a Lina stun down, and then finish it all up with a Lasso, because most of those stuns can't be blocked by the Lincolns, and you can always just burn the Lincolns away with the next marks to spot. So you need to eliminate this Morphling in one fell swoop. You cannot... And they have the nuke to do it as well. It's not like they don't have the nuke ability. They need to find him on his own and just melt him down before he can respond.
Oh look, a Replicate OG. Just, scouting out their team. Luring them towards this very angry looking Juggernaut with his ulti up. He wants to find something to murder. Oh, he's been actually lassoed up into their base.
That said, they're going to be
no, you hit nothing!
there.
Oh no, there goes Lina. Thank you very much, Batrider. That's what he's saying right now.
Good stun up by the Nyx.
Flame Fury coming out as well.
Oh, here's the Conquer Boat. Hands on Shadow Demon and no D.
The Shadow Fiend's being murdered in the corner by Juggernaut as well. Nyx Assassin's on the run.
Oh.
He's going to go down too. He's down. It's just Kunka. He's invisible. What can he do? They can bring down the Morphling. That's what they can do. He's molding into strength. It's not going to be enough. It might be.
Here it is.
Might be. He's getting away. They're blinking in as well. They still can't kill him.
It's his team.
Oh, and here comes the healing ward.
Look at his health.
Wow.
That's why you can't go.
GG! And a DC straight up. Yeah, that team fight couldn't have gone much
Dire's
worse.
bottom tower, radiant victory.
And the match is going to go to Terrific and Tryhard. To Tryhard.
Indeed. The big problem there was the Morphling. It was really, really interesting to see their main carry go on the hard lane, and it's not something we normally see outside of a Clink, so very, very interesting. Very, very good.
Because he has an escape, I suppose, that he's a viable option.
Indeed. Oh, he has a million escapes, man. I mean, try killing a Morphling. I mean, you saw what they had to do. He was on 200 health. He turns on switch to strength, and unless you can nuke him down for 200 damage per second, he's going to get away.
And Lina was already melted. She wasn't there to throw out that Laguna Blade.
Indeed.
But yeah,
Oh.
good play all around. Dominated the map, dominated the game, made very, very few mistakes.
My
And
team won again. It's always nice, I suppose.
you're a Jacko fanboy now. He's your favourite.
I know. He's a good player, man.
You'll add him to Steam, I think.
He should actually be in Alliance. That's how good he
I
is.
don't think he's that good. I don't think he's even remotely that good.
No, I don't think he is.
Yeah, that's it for the week. Thank you for watching, ladies
Weeko.
and gentlemen. And we'll see you next week.
See ya.
Cheerio!